Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final.
Tries a shot! Backward it goes. Guendouzi. And this is Shevchenko. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Eto'o receives it in a good position. Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi goes short. And here's Messi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, no joy this time. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed...
And the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Out towards the flank. That's good play. In by Messi. Rodri. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good ball. Eto'o. He's through on goal here. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. And he's found a way past. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Too close for comfort. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Oh, Nicely intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Shevchenko. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne gets a foot in here. Guendouzi. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Davids. Oh, some tackle that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, it's come to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's been taken short. Rodri proves just a little bit too strong. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Totti! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Guendouzi. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Looking for the run. This looks promising. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is through here. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Denilson. Rodri. And it's Totti. Knocks it out wide. Albert Ferrer. Totti. Oh, that was vital. Denilson. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He has a look up. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. As you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Davids. And he's picked out the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. De Bruyne. Denilson. That's a nicely weighted pass. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries to play it through. And this is De Bruyne. Totti. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Ruben Dias. And Adams. Cannavaro. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Denilson. A probing pass. Shevchenko! It's off target and by quite a way.
Fenerbahce certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art.
And De Bruyne! Oh, good finish. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 21.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Chance!
Number 5, Vinicius Junior. Number 18.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's picked it up out wide. He leaps for it! Harmlessly behind.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Opts for safety. Guendouzi. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Lee Kang-in. He'll try from distance! No, just over.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Played out to the left flank. Barcelona suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Looking to play him in. Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Chouameni, just about up to 75 minutes. He's found a way through. An uncompromising challenge. Barcelona have their third corner. Neymar plays it short. No outsmarting him this time.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. This is a promising build-up. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Guendouzi. Lee Kang-in. And Yamal. And here's Messi. Might be danger here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get rid. Lee Kang-in can so cleverly bypass the press. Dembele powering forward here. Looking for options for movement.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And this is Dembele. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Neymar. Quality ball. And this is Eto'o.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And this is Eto'o. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Yamal. And he was quick to react. The final seconds now. And that's been intercepted. And that's that. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to.